This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Verdon. We can't get enough of football here on DSC. Last night, the Packers continued their dominance of Washington at Lambeau, and things are really about to ramp up on Sunday. How about a little Super Bowl rematch to get things started? The Eagles are at Arrowhead to face the Chiefs, with Casey hoping to get some payback after that beatdown in February. Now, this is the 11th time there has been a Super Bowl rematch, and to this point, it favors the team that won the Lombardi, as the reigning champ had won 7 of the 10 meetings. And what else is leaning in Philly's direction? Well, the Eagles have won 7 straight games, including last year's playoffs, and are 17-1 since their bye week last season. And while they didn't look like world beaters in week 1 against Dallas, neither did KC when they faced the Chargers. One bit of good news for the Chiefs, though. Xavier Worthy was back at practice on Thursday, and might play after dislocating his shoulder last week. So that's one of 13 games on Sunday. And we've got a trio of them for you on TSN. Beginning with the Bears and Lions, then it's the Broncos and Colts, and the Falcons and Vikings finish things off on Sunday Night Football. And yesterday we mentioned an irresistible offer from TSN, so just check it out again if you missed it.
Get 4 months of NFL on TSN for $69.99, featuring the biggest games of the season. Also included TSN Plus with NFL Red Zone. Tune in, turn up. Offer ends September 30th. Visit tsn.ca/subscribe/NFL.
And this isn't just for football fans. Rap season is starting up soon, and the NHL is right on deck. You gotta get on it, you don't wanna miss out. Now about hockey season, training camps are starting up. And instead of the usual chatter about who's battling for roster spots, the rumor mill surrounding next summer's free agency is actually going wild. And speaking of wild, Kirill Kaprizov is the center of it all. Reports came out Wednesday that he turned down the largest offer in NHL history, an 8-year, $128 million deal. That same day, GM Bill Guerin tried to cool the noise, claiming he thinks Minnesota's still in a good place with their superstar. But if Kaprizov won't take $128 million, then what will it take? How much higher are the Wild willing to go? And here's the ripple effect. With guys like Jack Eichel and Kyle Connor due for deals next summer, did their price tags just go up too? All this noise before the season even starts is unprecedented. And we haven't even mentioned the biggest name of all, Connor McDavid. The world's best player enters camp without a new deal. And every time McDavid speaks, he's asked about his future. And let's just say it hasn't exactly silenced the speculation. And if Kaprizov is worth $16 million, what does McDavid get? 18? 19? Could we even see the NHL's first $20 million player? It's hard to argue that he isn't worth it. One thing is for sure, the 2026 class is stacked. And if the chatter is already this loud in September, you can buckle up for a full season of noise. Time now for the CFL preview powered by FanDuel. This is finally the year for the Ticats. We'll get another look tonight when the Bombers pay a visit to Hamilton. And the big news heading into this one is that Zach Collaros is out for Winnipeg after leaving last week's game with a head injury. That means Chris Streveler is getting a start, which is great news for Hamilton's takeaway-happy defense. Streveler's thrown 8 interceptions in 105 attempts, and the Ticats are second best in the CFL when it comes to forcing turnovers. And what can you say about Bo Levi-Mitchell that has not already been said? Last week he didn't have a passing touchdown against Montreal, but he did run for one. His first rushing score since 2015. And don't worry, because he can still check it. Bo Levi is second in the CFL in yards and leads with 24 passing touchdowns. FanDuel's expecting another big game out of Mitchell tonight too, setting his over-under for passing yards at 312.5. Of course, it helps to have one of the league's most dynamic playmakers on your side. And that is exactly what Kenny Lawler is. This season, he's second in the CFL in receptions and is the runaway leader in touchdown catches. So it's hard not to lean on Hamilton tonight. FanDuel thinks so too, at least, with the Ticats favored to win at home. You can catch tonight's game between the Bombers and Ticats on TSN. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And how about a little rugby ahead of a huge matchup this weekend? On Saturday, it's Canada against Australia in the quarterfinal of the Women's World Cup. Now, we've got to give these ladies a big shout out because they cruised through the group stage, beating 3 opponents by a combined score of 147-26. And don't get me wrong, this is not uncharted territory. Canada's women have never finished lower than 6th at the World Cup. They came up just short in 2014, losing in the final. So, is this the year? For now, the focus is on the Aussies. Canada's never lost against them with 7 wins in 7 tries, and they beat them 45-7 in Brisbane back in May. You can catch tomorrow's quarterfinal between Canada and Australia on TSN. Coverage begins at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. And we finish with some sad news. The Hamilton Tiger Cats have announced this morning that GM Ted Govaya has passed away due to cancer. He was just 55 years old. Govaya was named Hamilton's GM last December and disclosed his cancer diagnosis in June. The Ticats released a statement saying, "Ted was a highly respected leader, colleague, and friend whose passion and commitment for Canadian football had a lasting impact on everyone who had the privilege of knowing him. His dedication to the game and to the Tiger Cats family will never be forgotten." From all of us here at TSN and at DSC, we're so very sorry for the Ticats community's loss, for his family's loss, and our thoughts are with you.